All right, guys, I told you we'd have a follow-up and a technique about squirting. And I know it's Sunday again. This is Sexy Saturday, but yesterday was Vagina Appreciation Day. Did you know that? I was appreciating my favorite vagina yesterday. So I didn't really have time. I gotta take this off. Hey, babe, can I have a towel? Oh, thank you. Okay. So, when it comes to squirting, we talked about technique. We've got the rub, the ramp, and the release. To make her squirt, you might have to go harder and faster pressure-wise than you realize, okay? With your stimulation, depending on what you're doing. Also, remember, the tension builds. It takes time. So whatever you're doing, you have to be able to keep up. So if you're in an awkward position and your arm is hurting as you're trying to do something, that might not be advantageous. I'm soaking here. Consistency of motion is the key. And this holds true in relationships. Consistency is key. But with most sexual ramp up for a woman, when she's really, really approaching orgasm, the worst thing you could do is change what you're doing because you're bringing her there. What do you think, babe? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes changing up is fun because it slows that down, if that's intentional. But if you're not intentional and you're changing up what you're doing as she's getting close to orgasm, you're being kind of dumb. All right. About 17% of squirters, when you they squirt when you add that increased speed and pressure. It varies by woman, and so remember a couple of things. Squirting shouldn't be your goal. Sex shouldn't be goal based. It should be fun, and it may vary. But what you find is her ability to squirt. It shouldn't be like I'm going to make her squirt every time you're together. But what you'll find is, for me, and an unnamed person, I can hear when she's going to squirt. There's a difference. And again, you want your partner to know how much you appreciate that of her and how much you love it. So there should be no shame, there should be no embarrassment. But the reality is, if it's going that way, great. If it's not, don't worry about it. But remember, we want to go with harder and faster stimulation often, but you also need to be consistent. Depends on your woman. Some you need to just go down that road and it'll go. Others you'll realize now's the time. And keep in mind, an increased burst of speed and pressure is what gets almost 20%, 17%. 1 in 5 of the squirters, that's what rocks their world. So remember, make it fun. Keep lots of towels around because, you get soaking wet. It's all good. All right, guys, have a great week. And remember, waterproof sheets and towels. Have a good one.